I'm Kirsten, the Problem Solving Teacher and Teachers Pay Teachers author. If you like my videos, please remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a comment, let me know what's going on, and if you like the video, what you thought, if you had any questions. Today we are talking all about the competition. So, and checking out the competition without copying them. So Teachers Pay Teachers is a big world of teachers who have similar ideas, different ideas, all sorts of lessons where, you know, everybody's take, even on the same lesson, is different because as teachers, we are all different and we all have different styles. But we need to know what's out there as we create products of our own. So my Teachers Pay Teachers store is a business. I have treated it like a business from the very beginning. I checked out the URLs, I checked out to see what was available, I made sure that all of my handles were available on social media, I checked the Better Business Bureau for when I'm ready to hopefully create it into a sole corp or an LLC. I did the research behind building a business before I made it a store on Teachers Pay Teachers, before I picked that as my name. I have poured a lot of time and energy into it, and I take it seriously because I wanted to help provide for my family while I was home with my son full time. He needed me a lot when he was little, and he still does. And through the journey this year, he has some sensory processing issues, so that's one of the reasons why he needs me home with him. And being on Teachers Pay Teachers allows me to be there for him, but also work on something on my own on the side, in my own time, while he's napping or asleep. So my business, I've always taken it seriously as a business because this is my opportunity to help my family while being there for my son. So most businesses check out the competition. Pretty much every business does. Walmart and Target know what the other is doing, and they're both working hard to keep up with Amazon and try to stay in the competition with Amazon. All of the grocery stores try to keep track of what the other is doing. That's why they have sales that are competing against each other. And I believe it's important that as teacher authors, we know what else is out there that is competition. Now, I'm not saying there's not room for everybody on Teachers Pay Teachers. Anybody who wants to work and sell through Teachers Pay Teachers can, because we all have different takes on it. But as we're creating something, we also need to know what else is out there and what other people have done. So before I make a blog, before I create a resource, I look. I go into Google and I either use the keywords that I'm using or, you know, a similar search term that I think would be helpful. And I look at what other people are doing. I look at like the first page or two of results, and I read through other people's blogs, and I look at other Teachers Pay Teachers products. And I'm not doing it because I want to copy them, but I want to see what other people have done. These are the people who rank the highest for those things. They rank the highest on Teachers Pay Teachers. They rank the highest on Google for those blogs, or both. And I want to know what they did right. And I want to know what, so these are the things I look for. I look for what was done really well, because sometimes somebody does something really well and you're like, that's amazing, I can't believe that you thought of that. I look for what I think I can improve on. It doesn't really mean that it's an improvement, it just means that the way I think about, you know, that step or that, you know, page of worksheet or whatnot is different. So I want to see what I think I can improve on or do differently. I want to see what I agree with. When I'm reading a blog, sometimes I read things where people are like, yeah, do this, 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 and that. And I'm like, you're right, that's exactly what I would do. And then sometimes I want to see what I disagree with, because sometimes I read something that someone suggests and I'm like, I really don't think that's the best way to do it. And, you know, maybe it's worked for that person in their classroom. Maybe they worked a grade level above or below me. But sometimes I just really don't think that that's the best, you know, course of action. And so I might mention, hey, I've heard other people do it this way, but I think that this is the better way. I'm not gonna like, you know, quote the person and throw them under the bus or anything like that, because it probably worked really great in their room. But I want to present both ideas to my reader and let them know what I think is going to work better and why. So, but my goal is never to copy. I don't want to copy what somebody else has done. I want to make sure that my thoughts are my own and that they're genuine. I want to know what's out there, because otherwise I might, you know, people might be like, what are you talking about? That's not even, doesn't even make sense. So I'll read it. I'll take some notes. I'll do all sorts of other research. I'll look at other sources, and then I close the source. I might bookmark it, so like if I have a question that's like, I really need to know exactly this, I can go back, but I close the source. A lot of times I'll just be like, if I want to find it again that badly, then I can like search the same thing and look for the results again. But over the course, like this started in high school, I have found that when I take my notes and rely on like my memory of what I read, which kind of then starts to turn into your own thoughts, and I like close the source as I'm writing, that my focus is better for being my own thoughts and my own opinions and my own ideas. And as I'm writing, those ideas develop into, you know, bigger and better explained. But if I'm just like, okay, then they talked about this, I want to talk about that, then it's just, I'm copying. So it's important to check out the competition. It's important to know what they're doing. It's important to know what their ideas are. But as you're doing it, really try to see what was done well, what you think you can improve on, because, or like what you would do differently. What ideas they have that you agree with, that you thought were really great, and what ideas you disagree with, where you think that it should be done differently. And if you're kind of looking for those things, it gives you a focus besides what did they say and how can I use that. It helps you to kind of start to translate it into your own thoughts and processes and ideology. So hopefully that's helpful for you to know how to check out the competition without stealing from them. Because, you know, if you are just copying their work, it is stealing their intellectual property. If this video was helpful for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I would love to hear what your ideas are or how you check out the competition, but also make sure that you don't copy them. Like, what do you do to help yourself with that? I would love to hear more ideas on it that I could try out too. Have an awesome day.